Hello, my name is Teresa Micheletti, and this site is called Take What Rings True. So I'm going to share some spiritual thoughts, and you don't have to believe anything I say. So today I'm going to be talking about angels among us, and this is part two because I've already talked about angels before, but I'm going to talk about them again. So I'm just going to review for a moment. Angels were created by Source, by God, by the universe, whatever you want to call it, to protect us and to bring us messages and to bring us joy and love. They are constantly sending you joy. They are constantly sending you love, but we don't pay attention to it. In my opinion and my research, we come to Earth to learn. And when we come to Earth, then we lose our armor, we lose our knowledge. We can't remember what we're so smart on the other side. We can't remember what we already learned, what we already know. So it's sort of like a school that you go to and all of your tools, all of your knowledge are just taken away. It's, as they say, a test. So I believe we were created by our source, by God, to experience. And we're sharing our experience with Source or with God. So we signed up to come to Earth. You are very, very brave to come to Earth because the veil drops. Actually, the veil comes up and we're hidden from what we know. So, one of the things we can do is call upon angels. Because we're in a learning environment, the angels need permission to help us. We wrote a life chart. We want to become a doctor. We want to become a carpenter, whatever it is. And the angels will help us to do that. So they'll help us on our path to get where we wanted to go on our chart. But if it's something outside of our chart, we need to give angels permission. It's a privacy act. So let me go over the basic angels. They aren't so basic, but the genres of angels that we know about. Angels are protectors, and you have your personal angel who is always, always, always with you. They don't leave you your whole lifetime. They stay with you. They watch you blink differently and they notice it. Then there are archangels, and archangels are messengers for God. They protect, they bring hope, and they heal you when asked. But you have to ask. You have to be specific. Don't just say, help me. When you say, help me, they don't know what you want help with. Do you want help finding your necklace? Do you want help with your cousin who's sick? Do you want help? What do you want help with? Be specific and tell them what you want them to do. Not help my cousin who's sick. What do you want them to do? Do you want them to heal your cousin? Do you want them to comfort your cousin? And then, of course, it depends on your cousin's chart. If your cousin decides, this is my exit point, I'm leaving, I'm not going to be here anymore, well, then the angels do what they can, but they abide by the person's chart and their higher self, their spirit, and what the spirit wants to do. That's the main thing. Okay, so we have angels, and then the hierarchy, the next thing is archangels, and they bring a baton, and the baton at the end has a green orb on it, and they dip it into a special place that has healing, and they bring it to you and touch you to heal you or touch the person to heal them. Cherubim angels and seraphim angels are both singing angels, and I've heard them sing before, and they help you with sleep. If you want to sleep, you are an insomniac or you are having trouble sleeping, call upon cherubim and they can help you sleep. They also heal you with music. So ask when you go to sleep for a cherubim to come and help heal you. Hopefully, you'll remember their songs when you wake up. Seraphim angels are also singers, and they help you remember your dreams. So if you're having trouble remembering your dreams, then call upon seraphim angels. And they also heal with music. Then there are powers angels, and they surround you with their healing wings and they bring you peace. So if you are distressed, if you are feeling sad, if you are feeling depressed, call upon the powers angels and ask them to bring you peace. Ask them to surround you with their wings and feel their healing energy. Now, there are carrions, and carrions will keep negative people away from you. Dark, as they say, dark entities, people who've chosen to negate the light of source, negate the light of God. But they don't come specifically to help you, they will help keep negativity away from you. Virtue angels. Virtues help you with your life chart. When you come into life, you have this chart. These are the things that I want to experience. And the virtues are familiar with your chart and they can help you modify it. Even at the last moment, they can say, okay, you're going to have a rather difficult life. You're going to be a professor. You're going to do some research. Don't you want to have a few more intelligence points to accomplish that? And they can change your chart at that point in time. Dominions, dominion angels record your good deeds and answer your guides' questions because they know your chart. Also, when you get to the other side, the only person who judges you is you. And the dominions are there to help you remember your good deeds when you start getting, oh, I didn't treat that person nicely. Oh, I should have done this. I should have done that. Then the dominions will say, look, here you were wonderful. Here you helped someone. Here you were kind to someone. And they remind you of all the wonderful things that you've done. Thrones. I believe there's a mother god and a father god, a female aspect of God and a male aspect of God. And thrones are the angels that help the mother goddess. They carry swords, they fight negativity, they banish darkness. Father God, the male section of God, the male aspect of God, we call have the most powerful angels. They carry gold spears and they emanate protection. And they are tall, really tall. I remember when I was in Sedona, I was taking a class, and in the porch area, in the outside patio area, I could see a powers angel. Very, 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 very tall. They're the ones who, upon God's mission, will go anywhere, anytime to protect whoever God wants them to protect. They can heal. They are just so powerful. And you can call upon them, but only one will come because only one is needed. When my friend was being mentally attacked, this person was trying to send negative energy to them, negative energy to, supposedly they were healing my friend, but they weren't. They were just trying to send negativity to her. Anyway, I called on angels and all these archangels came. Usually I see angels through the veil just in my mind's eye, but these were life-size angels, a whole gang of them, which is rather nice. I felt wonderful having those angels go to her to protect her. But you have to give them permission. I gave them what I wanted them to do exactly, specifically, and gave them permission to do so, which is what you need to do. Anytime you want an angel to heal, you need to give them permission. I know I've told the story of one of my hypnosis students was relaying a story of she was given last rites in the hospital, and she saw an angel, and the angel asked if she wanted to be healed, and she said yes. So they have to ask, they have to get permission. And since most of the time we cannot hear them, we need to think, okay, don't just say help. What do I want help with? Be specific and say you have permission. Most of you know that I work with angels. I go through an angel channel and Tucker, and I have private sessions with angels. And even in the middle of a session, um, yesterday they were helping me refine my ability to do crystal healing. So I take a crystal, I figure out what the energy is of that crystal, and then I can use that crystal to heal someone remotely or in person. So they ask at each point, would you like help refining your crystal healing ability? And then I answer yes or no. And then, would I like to go through a session? You know, they'll do a practice session with me to see how they interact. And you have to say yes or no. So at each point where you want help, you need to give the angels permission. So, and speaking about crystal healing, each crystal is sentient. It has its own consciousness. And each crystal is different. You can have an aquamarine, another aquamarine, and another aquamarine. Each one will have its own sentience, its own consciousness. And within that crystal that has the ability to heal, there are angels, healing angels assigned to that crystal. So that's another kind of angel. Those healing angels just work with that crystal in this lifetime. That's their assignment from source, their assignment from God. Another angel that I've talked about before are belted angels. And they're angels who literally, if you can see angels, they have belts on them. And they are protecting us right now because we're changing dimension. We're changing our vibration. Earth is changing vibration. We are changing vibration. And the belted angels are here to keep other entities or even us from interfering on the chart. I told you I was trying to do remote healing on someone, and all of a sudden there was a angel like up close, like right here in my face. And then I realized, oh, it has a belt on. Okay, I know this person is on a special mission. I need to ask permission. So I started saying, if this is allowed in this person's mission, then please do this to heal her. I was clearing her energy and helping her to feel better. But she has a special mission and she has uh, different energies coming in that I don't know about. And I needed to not interfere. So that angel was there, like, you're not going to interfere with that. So the belted angels keep aliens or people or whoever is trying to interfere with Earth's chart or interfere with our charts, they keep them from doing that because they don't want people from other planets coming to fix us when it's something we're supposed to be going through. Earth is supposed to be going through changes. We're supposed to be going through changes. And we learn from those changes. So it's nice having angels around. You can ask for angels to be around you each day. You have your personal angel, but ask for a circle of angels, archangels to protect. I have a circle of angels around me all the time. Ask for them. Multitudes, throngs of angels are just waiting for you to ask for help and be specific. There's so many angels. I call them unemployed angels. There's so many unemployed angels, and they cannot help you unless you ask. We've talked about this before, where if you see someone who's homeless on the street or someone who seems to be mentally ill or need help in some way, just ask for angels, please help that person in all ways possible. And then you've done a good deed for the day. You don't have to stop your car, move over 5 lanes, go talk to the person. Ask for the angels to help them, and they will. Angels are always at the ready to help you heal, to help you get over depression, to help you let go of despair. They are always willing to help you. You can't ask for too many angels, and you can't ask for too much help. Now, as I've said before, if you wrote in your chart, do not help me in this area. And I gave an example before. I had a life of despair. I wanted to experience um, feeling despair. And my life chart said, do not interfere. Do not change the despair. Let me experience it. Well, of course, when I was in life, I was not happy with angels not helping me. I was not happy with spirit guides not helping me. Well, I wrote it in concrete. Do not change this. And so they abided by my chart. Of course, when we get into life, all of a sudden we go, oh, we don't want that lesson. We don't want to take advanced algebra anymore. We don't want to take calculus anymore. Can you please wipe that off my chart? Well, if you wrote it in concrete and said, no, this time I'm going to get calculus, then that's what you get. If it's an option, then the angels, the mother goddess, can help change your chart. But if it's not, if it's written in concrete or, stamped, do not touch, then that lesson will not be changed. So, there are also beginning angels. We've talked about those before. And those angels are helping to create the new dimension that has not been created before. And this is an unusual time because we have a choice of ascending to this new dimension. And the beginning angels are trying to create it. And we have influence over it. We have influence over what it's going to be. It's never been created before. Not while we're in life to have an opportunity to go to this higher dimension. That has not happened before. And the universe is watching. They're watching us. And the angels can help us. Right now, if your higher self has decided, I am going to ascend, I'm going to go to this new dimension, because you don't have to. You can stay in a regular life kind of situation and experience and have karma. But if you choose to ascend, then you're going to drop your karma and drop all the lessons that you chose, and not all the lessons, but you're going to drop the difficult things of, I'm going to interact with this person and there's going to be a big fight, and then we're going to not understand each other, and then we're not going to talk for 5 years, or that's the most probable path. Everything's influenced by your choices at each point. But we're going to drop that kind of stuff, which you'll notice all these lessons are stacking up now because you're experiencing the last hurrah of karma if you chose to ascend. If you didn't, then you're staying in the 3D world and you're going to continue experiencing karma. Your choice. You choose whether to ascend or not. I am just amazed at all the lessons that are just stacking up and the things I need to go through. And most of it is just facing the emotion. Face the emotion of what's happening to you. Think about it, reflect upon it. What am I supposed to be learning from this? And let it go. And then you can move on to the next one. Okay, check off that one. Check, 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 check. So that you have a clean slate. And what's going to happen is the angels come in and adjust us a little bit to raise our vibration, and then withdraw because you've given permission, because you said you wanted to ascend. That's what your higher self said. Then they come in again and raise your vibration a little bit and then exit, because they can't do it all at once. It's just too much. So they're in little increments. They're just adjusting us until we can get to a higher plane, which is not happening right this second, but it's happening a little bit at a time. If you choose that, if you don't choose it, that's great. But the angels are there to help, and they can help in lots and lots of ways. But you need to ask them, give them permission, allow them to help you. And then at each point, Be specific that you're giving permission to do this. Okay, say you have a court case and there's a horrendous ex-spouse that you are dealing with. Maybe you're doing child custody. And this person is lying. This person is bringing false documents. This person is not a good person. Then you want the angels to be able to facilitate having the truth come out, facilitate having all of the witnesses and the documents and all of those things to have a light shown on them so that the truth is made clear. And you want the angels to help the judges and the assistants and the attorneys to all speak the truth and to all recognize the truth. So you give them specific tasks to do along the way. Mainly, you want it to come out to be a wonderful experience and to have things be fair, which is not always going to happen in life. You're not always going to have fair things happen, but angels can help facilitate things and they can help make things easier. You know the saying, cut through the red tape? Angels can cut through the red tape. One reason they can do that is because they can see the path. They can see the path that's happening right now, and they can see all the alternatives. So it's like an insect's eye. You know how they have all these different facets. Well, the angels can see all the different pathways that are possible for you. And they can, if you give them permission, they can help you go to a wonderful pathway instead of be on the yucky pathway. So ask for help. We don't ask. My friend Rahim, a spirit guide, a mentor who would come into trance classes and teach us things, he said there's armies of angels just waiting to help you. Throngs of angels waiting to help you. But we don't ask for them. I don't know why we don't ask. I know so many people feel that you should only talk to an angel once a day. Otherwise, you're taking up too much of their time. Or you can only talk to God once a day. No, talk to God as much as you want. Talk to angels as much as you want. And there's so many more angels just waiting. Stop limiting yourself. Ask for angels. You lost your bracelet, ask for angels to help you find it. Of course, it may be a relative that hid it, so you know that they're around. But if something's happening in your life and you need help, then ask for specific help. That doesn't mean you sit down in your house in a chair and you never do anything. You have to engage. You have to act. You can't just say, okay, angels, I want money. I don't want to work. I want money to just come to me. I want food just to be delivered to me. No, that's not going to happen. You still have to live your life and you still have a life chart. They're not going to live your life for you. You have to engage. You have to be part of the experience. But they can help you along the way. But you must ask. So, call upon the angels. One of the angels you can call upon is Ariel, who's called the right hand of God. Somebody, I think it was Rahim, called him the archangel because he's very powerful. Now you can call on Saint Michael, the archangel, to heal. He's known as a healer. You can call on Ariel to heal. You can call on angels. You don't have to know anyone's name. Tell your spirit guide, tell your personal angel, I would like help with da 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 da. You don't have to know exactly which angels do which thing. Just ask for help. There's so many times that they can help you. You know, there's a thing called mirroring, which is a way of connecting with people who are living or dead, and they come to the mirror, and the angels can help you with that. So take a breath and ask for angels to help you. You don't have to be very knowledgeable. You just have to know there are angels and they're willing to help. So Rahim again said, what if I'm in rejection or pain and suffering, despair? How do I get out of it? Call the angels of light. Call on the angels. They'll help you. If you're feeling despair, it's like a constant pall over you. It just is like all encompassing. But if you call on angels, they can like open up a little tiny window and give you a flash of hope, like a glimmer. There's a new term in hypnosis called a glimmer. So they can give you a glimmer of hope and make you feel better and realize, okay, there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is a possibility for me to get out of this, but I need to ask for the angels to help me. Don't just suffer on your own. Ask for the angels to help you. If you're suffering, if you're in despair, if you're sad, if you're in pain, then you are in this lower cycle of vibration and it's hard for you to get out of it. It's just like it spins and you're there, you're there, you're there. It's this giant loop. Ask for angels to help you. They can give you a glimmer and help you like step out of it, climb out of it. Now, to feel the angels more, ask for them. Then sit there. Right now, I would like you to close your eyes if you're in a safe place and not driving. Close your eyes and ask for angels to surround you with their wings. And then see, sense. Do you feel a tickling of the feathers? Do you feel a sense of them? Just be still. They're around you all the time. They're sending you joy. They're sending you love. You may feel them. You may sense them. You may hear them. You may even see them through the veil. Once I saw them, not through the veil. I saw them in my room on a special occasion. I saw angels surrounding my room. So, call on angels. They're here among us all the time, and we don't pay attention to them. You may even see angels because they can come into a body for a short period of time, usually to be a messenger. They'll come up and give you a message, and then all of a sudden they disappear. You don't see them anymore. Or you're almost in a car accident and you ask for help, and all of a sudden it's like, that car just like went right through, and I'm okay, and the car's okay. Because that was not your time to leave this earth. And the angels can move things. They can move molecules and dimensions. They can even do things like my friend Sylvia was running out of gas in the desert. And an archangel helped expand the leftover molecules of gas to get them through the desert. Ask for help. We don't have to know how they're helping us. They just help us. But we must give them permission. Now is the time to ask for help, especially in this time. A lot of people are feeling like they want to help others. They want to shift what they're doing. Maybe they work in corporate business and now they want to be a healer. They want to be a channel. They want to help and be of service in some way. Well, then ask the angels for help. And you have to be specific. Okay, I want to be of service to others and I want to follow that path. So they'll give you infusion. Your spirit guides will give you infusion. And when you decide that you're going to follow your new path, the angels will help you. But you have to actually make a commitment. It can't just be, oh, I might want to change jobs. So I might not. I might want to change jobs. I might not. You have to like make a commitment. This is actually a path you want to follow. Then the angels can help you. I know I'm helping people right now to shift because I'm offering hypnosis training. 2 hypnosis trainings. 1 basic hypnosis training. If you want to do hypnosis with a spiritual bent to help people, then contact me. I'd love to have you in my class. You can step into your gifts to helping other people. You can contact me on Facebook or YouTube, or my email address is heavenlyhypnotist@gmail.com. You can contact me at that number or that email. There's also an advanced class. If you want to take people, guide people to heaven, to talk to spirit guides or loved ones, or to experience going to the other side, then take the advanced class. Same thing, contact me. There's so many people who are stepping into their spiritual gifts now because people are going to need our help. Because we're changing dimension, people whose higher self has decided, okay, I'm going to change dimension, but then they don't understand what's going on, you're going to be the ones to help them. You're going to be the ones to talk to them and explain it's okay. Things are changing. It's not the old way, it's a new normal. Things are shifting and it's okay. And ask for angels to help you. If you're feeling disrupted and don't know what to do next, ask for the angels to give you clarity. Ask for the angels to make you feel better and more centered. And that's what a lot of people are stepping into, the ability to help people to do those things. So if you want to work with me, contact me. I'd be glad to help you. So take a moment today and be with the angels. Remember, if you want help from them, ask for help and be specific. They are so loving, so joyful, and they celebrate you all the time. Anything that you do that moves you forward on your path, the angels are there celebrating. They will literally have a celebration. They acknowledge you. They love you. They're sending you joy right now. Sense it. Feel it. Take it within you. Use your heart instead of your brain. Think of your heart going out to everyone. And that love that you send out will come back to you tenfold. Thank you for joining me. And I'll talk to you again next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Bye.